What's up guys, my name is Matthew and I'm back for another video guys. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than usual. It's a special video. I'm here to give you 5 tips on how to get multiple wins and high kills in Rebirth Resurgence. Hopefully all these tips help you out, and without further ado, let's get on with the video. Now coming in at number 5 guys, we have what I like to call the 3 L's. Now what the 3 L's stand for are land, loot, and loadout. Now what I mean by this is you're going to land at a spot, whether it be the prison or chemical or bioweapon lab, whichever. You're going to land with your squad, pick up some weapons off the ground, pick up some money on the way, and if there is a team there, you're going to push it immediately because they're going to be doing the exact same thing. So you're going to push it with your squad, be smart about it, you get that easy team wipe, and then after that, you're going to gather up $7,500 all together. That way you can easily get a loadout. Now you're going to want to make sure that you're carrying whatever the meta is, so whether it be the Ram 7 or the LC10 or the Krig, whichever. And if you need any ideas for that, I made a couple videos on the loadouts, so you should go check them out. Now that is everything that you need to know for the 5th tip. So land, loot, and get your loadout immediately, and then you'll be ready for my 4th tip. Now heading on to tip number 4 guys, we have what I like to call rotating on the sides. Now what I mean by this is usually you land on the sides. Like I said, you land on the sides, get your quick loadout, and you're with your squad, and you want to push on the sides. Why? Because other people are doing the exact same thing that you're doing. They're looting, getting their loadout, and then they're going to do the exact same thing. So if you manage to get your loadout pretty quickly, then get your squad, get a UAV, and start pushing on the sides, because most of the chaos is usually going to be in the middle where prisons and the houses are. And so you don't want to be caught in that. You want to be, a fair 4v4. So that's my advice to you. Rotate on the sides. A quick example would be if you land on chemical, then you want to push towards Nova. That way you can get them, and it'll be easy kills. Now heading on to tip number 3 guys, we have what I like to call pushing. It's pretty standard. I'm just going to talk about how to push squads. Now what I suggest, if you're in a squad of 3 or 4, push with your full team. I know some people are going to want to push by themselves because they think they're that good, and maybe you are that good, but it's just the safest thing to do because you can knock 1 or 2 people, but there's always going to be a 3rd or a 4th person right there waiting for you. And also keep in mind, if you knock someone, they could potentially have a self-res, so you're just going to get back up, and it's not wise. Now along with this, I want to talk about finishing your kills. Let's say you have one person down in your team and they're not there. If you knock someone, you get 3 seconds off your timer, and if you full kill them, you get 7 seconds. So that's a full 10 seconds off the timer so that your teammate can come back. So I suggest that you full kill, because if you don't, they're gonna just use their self-res and they're gonna come back and finish you off, and you're gonna get screwed over and you're gonna get upset just like I have. So that's my advice. Push with your squad, get those easy kills, and work onto the late game. Now heading on to tip number 2 guys, we have what I like to call essentials. Now what I mean by this is now you're in the late game, right? The good thing about being in the late game is that you have a free fire sale every single time. So by essentials I mean find a buy, everyone in your squad get a self-res, and since everything is so cheap because of the fire sale, get UAVs, get cluster strikes, get precisions, get everything that you need. Usually when you're fighting on your way to the late game, your teammates die and they respawn and have no ammo, so buy an ammo box, make sure everybody has what they need, because you don't want to get caught with no ammo. Now also with this, I suggest an extra tip for this. I suggest buy a UAV in the fire cell and pop it immediately so you can see who is around you, because you do not want to get caught lacking at the buy, because trust me, I've been there and it's not fun. I get super upset because I've worked so hard for the late game, but then I just get killed because some team sees me at the buy. So pop that UAV, make sure you're okay, buy your kill streaks, get that self-res, and make your way to the final circle, and that's going to lead us into tip number 1. Now heading on to my final tip guys, we have what I like to call positioning. Now what I mean by this is that you have to see where the final circle is. Once you have all your essentials, you got to go to that final circle before anybody, because if you're the last team there, you're gonna get caught lacking and you're gonna be shot out and your team's gonna lose. So I suggest you get there as fast as possible, and you also get high ground, because if you have high ground, then you have a bird's eye view of everything that's going on. You could see where everybody is, and that is when you use your kill streaks, your clusters, your positions, everything, because you're going to see them how they're going to be running in, and you're going to get some easy kills, and that is going to secure you the win. Now if you made it this far in the video guys, I have a special bonus tip for you guys. I didn't want to say it in the beginning because I wanted to see who'd make it to the end, but since you made it, you deserve this bonus tip. So the bonus tip is going to tie along with tip number 2, which is when you're buying your essentials, make sure to also buy a gas mask. Why? Because once the final zone hits, the next zone after that is most likely going to be away. So you have your high ground and everything, but it's going to be away. So what you can do is use your gas mask to your advantage. Once the zone starts moving, you can stay in the gas a little longer and pick off the teams that are running to the new zone, and that's when you can secure your dub for sure. You gotta play smarter, not harder. And that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope all these tips helped you, and if they did help you get a dub in Rebirth Resurgence, let me know in the comments. Also hit the subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. Let me know down in the comments below that you subscribe, and I'll definitely be commenting back. And let me know any other ideas that you have for me. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.